y'all came to win. But they asking my name.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Let's go.
Ready? It's game situation. Let's go. Check 15. Check 15.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Let's go. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Watch the screen. 26. Hey, Charlie. Mike's by 4. You got nothing in there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 30. 35 before going out of bounds.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, first down Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for... He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Lucky 48. 42. It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on second and 10. Cousins, Rashawn Gary, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Inside. Go. Go. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I got one. No. Hey, zoom.
Rodgers to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins gives way to Cook. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's the Vikings' new punter, Britton Colquitt, to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now this throw caught left side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
26, 26.
He took gain of 19 and brings up third down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Keep it up, guys. Check, check. Lucky. Back one. 54.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Let's go, defense. 26. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be. Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Check 30. Let's go right here now. Hey, watch that.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Echo. Mike 54. Stop your whining. 54.
And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now in this.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Third and long for Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down, Vikings.
Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Able to slither by. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either
yeah.